Hello student, today I am going to discuss with you the chapter 6 of class 10 general maths. This is about the triangles. Triangles, basically similarity of triangle, but before that there are very one important theorems called Thales Theorem. So, and there is a converse of Thales Theorem also. So today basically I will discuss with you the proof of Thales theorem and its converse and some important sum related on this theorem. Okay, so this is very easy theorem but very important, very widely used. So try to be attentive here. This theorem states that in a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to one side, then this line which is drawn parallel to one side will divide the other two sides in equal ratio. Or if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, divide the remaining two sides proportionally. What is proportionally means? If D is parallel BC, then we can have AD by BD equal to AE by CE. Okay? So first let us discuss the proof of this theorem. Then the working property, how it can be used, we will discuss, and then other. So first, what will I given in triangle ABC, we have D parallel BC, which cuts AB at D and AC at E. We need to prove AD by BD is equal to AE by C. Means AD is to BD is equal to AE is to C. Our ratio, you can say. The ratio is a fraction only, so yeah. To prove this theorem, we need to do some construction. So we will draw EP perpendicular AB and DQ perpendicular AC, and also we need to join BE and CD. So I have written all this. So now we will start the proof. See, one important theorem. Basic concept theorem, we might have done in earlier classes. See, we have triangles. We have triangles, more than one triangle. A, B, D. Okay, little bit not a specific triangle. So you have triangle ABD and ACD. The bases of triangle ABD and ACD. Bases of triangle ABD and ACD are parts of same line segment and they have common vertex. Then their altitude will be equal. Suppose this is AM is perpendicular on BC, so AM will be perpendicular on CD also, because from a given point on a given line segment, we cannot draw more than one perpendicular. So I think we understood. If the bases of triangles are the parts of same line and they have common vertex, then the altitudes will be equal. So this basic concept is required here. See, we have triangle ADE. So area of triangle ADE, and we have triangle BDE by area of triangle BDE. What is the area of triangle formula? Very simple. Everyone knows area of triangle AD will be half into base into height. So half into AD into height is what? P or EP, what you can say, EP. Understood? And for BD, base will be BD only, into you can give here half into BD. And I told you triangle ADE and triangle BD have the basis parts of same line segment and they have common vertex E. See, when you are saying ADE is here, BD D, so their altitude will be equal EP only. I think understood, no? If the bases of triangle are the parts of same line segment and having common vertex, then their altitudes will be equal. Because from E on AB, we can have only one perpendicular. So half cancel. What we will get? AD by BD. So let it be equation 1. Now go from the right hand side. This triangle, what is name? AED. So this time AED. And this triangle, what is name of this triangle? CED. Or we can say triangle DEC also. Area of triangle DEC. What is AED? Half into base is AE into height is DQ. And for triangle CDE or DEC, base is EC. And this is DQ, sorry. And height will be DQ only. So half cancel, DQ cancel. What we will get? A by EC. Let it be equation 2. Understood? DQ will be the height of triangle AD as well as triangle CD, I think. Is it clear? 9 class 9. See, this line D is parallel to BC, and there are triangle DBC and triangle DEC. Triangle DBDC and triangle CDE are on the same base D and between same parallel D and BC. So triangle, what is the name? BDE, triangle BDE and triangle, what is the name of this triangle? DEC. Triangle DEC are on the same base. You must mention the base. BD, DCD, DE. And they are between the same pair of parallel lines. Between the same pair of parallel lines. Better would mention the name DE and BC. 9 class important theorem. Triangles between on the same base and between the same parallel triangles on the same base and between the same parallels are equal in area. So what we will get? Area of BDE equal to area of DEC. Let it be equation 3. Now carefully compare. Comparing 1, 2 and 3. What you will get? See the numerator, area of AD, area of AED. Either you can say ADE or AED represent same triangle only. So their numerator are the same only. BDE and DEC. BDE and DEC we have proved equal. The denominator area are equal is already proved, and numerator is represent same triangle, so obviously the area will be equal. So what will happen? The left hand side are equal now. When you will compare equation 1, 2 and also 3, then you will get left hand side equal. So you can write here area of ADE by area of BDE is equal to area of AED by area of DEC, because the numerator represents same triangle, diameter area equal, you have proved already. Now if this equal to this, if this equal to this, then what is the value of this? AD by BD is equal to AE by EC. So hence proved. So this is not difficult only. This is called Thales Theorem, name from the mathematician Thales. You will get about him in the book. It is also called Basic Proportionality Theorem, shortcut BPT. So this is the theorem. Okay. Now its converse is there. What is the converse? What is the original? If this D is parallel to BC, then AD by BD equal to AE by C. If AD by BD is equal to AE by C, then we need to prove DE parallel BC. So let's discuss the converse now. Statement. I am not writing a statement, but I can say you, in a triangle, if a line is drawn intersecting if a line divides any two sides. See, I will explain you with the diagram. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in equal ratio, means AD by BD equal to A by EC is given, then this line must be parallel to the third side. What is the statement? If a line divides two sides of a triangle proportionally in equal ratio, then this line must be parallel to the third side. Okay, so this is the diagram also. A statement can be written when their construction is needed here. So let me draw, then I will explain you construction. What is the theorem that will explain, given will explain you? In triangle ABC, DE cuts AB at D and AC at E such that the line segment D divide the sides AB and AC in equal ratio. So what is the meaning? Such that AD by BD equal to AE by CE. Then we need to prove, according to the theorem, this line segment D must be parallel to the third side BC. So we need to prove DE parallel BC. Now see, we don't have direct method. We are doing indirect method. It is called indirect method. Indirect method means if we need to prove D parallel BC, we will assume that D is not parallel to BC. If D is not parallel to BC, then D might be parallel to some other line segment. Let D is not parallel to BC and is parallel to another line segment BK which meets AC extended at K. So better you write this in construction. Okay, so construction is needed here. Let D is not parallel to, see, we have to prove D parallel BC. We assume that just like root 2 is to prove root 2 is irrational. You will assume it not irrational, rational, that method only. If let D not parallel to BC and is parallel to, if not parallel to BC, it might be parallel to some other line segment. No, parallel to another line segment BK which meets, where it meets, then extend AC at, and you will extend AC at, then it will meet at AC extended at K, meets AC extended at K. Okay, now we will prove. Now see here, in triangle ABK, now we have triangle ABK, what we have assumed from construction? D parallel BK, D parallel BK from construction. Now we will use the Thales theorem here. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, it will divide the remaining two sides in equal ratio. So according to the theorem, Thales theorem, or according to BPT, what we will write? AD by BD is equal to AE by EK. AE by EK. Why? By Thales theorem or by BPT also we can write. Okay, let it be equation 1. But what we have, AD by BD equal to AE by C. This is given, no? So we must use the given part. But AD by BD is equal to AE by C. This is to given only. Let it be equation 2. So from 1 and 2, what we will get? Can you see the left hand side is equal, AD by BD, AD. If left hand side is equal, so right hand side will be equal. What we will get? AE by EK. is equal to AE by CE. From here out, will AE to cancel only, no? So EK equal to CE, you will get EK equal to CE. Now see here, EK equal to CE is not possible. You know why? Because to CE is a part of EK, and part is always smaller than the whole. So, but we are getting it, no, EK equal to CE. EK equal to CE we are getting. This is only possible, or you can say it is not possible unless, on what condition it is possible? If K is coincide with the point C, so you can write it is only possible if the point K coincide with the point C. This condition EK equal to C will be not possible unless the point K coincide with the point C, means point K and C are the same point. If point K and C are the same point, then BC and BK is the same line segment. So therefore, we have taken D parallel BK, but now we have proved that K and C are the same point, therefore D parallel BC. So this is hence proved. Understood? This is called indirect method. We will assume that D is not parallel to BC and this is parallel to another line segment BK, and after calculation, after the given condition, we have observed that K and C are not two different points, they are the same points. So BC and BK is the same line segment, that's why. I think clear? Okay. Now see, there is some working rule for BPT. How will you use BPT? That I need to explain you that. What is BPT theorem? Revise again. In triangle ABC, if D is parallel to BC, in triangle ABC, if D parallel BC, then what do we get? AD by BD is equal to AE by C. Okay. Can we add 1 to the both sides? AD by BD plus 1 equal to AE by CE plus 1. Then you will take BD LCM. So what you will get? AD plus BD. Then you will get CE LCM. What you will get? AE plus CE. AD plus BD, what you will get? AB by BD equal to AC by CE. So what you have got? BD by AB can be inverted. CE by AC. So if you, in the left side, if you will take BD by AB, then if you take CE by AC. This way also we can use. Or if you can use AD by AB. If you have taken AD by AB, then right side should, you must take AE by AC. It is not always that AD by BD equal to AE by C. It can be AD by AB equal to AE by C also. It can be BD by AB equal to CE by AC also. So this way you can use it in the exercise. Now some very important sums I want to explain you. Some sums are very easy in the exercises. If you want, I can give you. If you can ask me to show the number, explain this number, then also can be explained. Now see number 7 question number, exercise 6.2. 6.2, question number 7 is what saying? Prove that a line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side bisect the third side. This was the class 9 theorem, class 9 maths theorem. It is called midpoint theorem, converse of midpoint theorem. We have done in class 9, but now we will do this in class 10 using BPT. What is saying? If a line drawn through the midpoint of one side triangle, suppose D is the midpoint of one side of a triangle ABC. D is the midpoint of AB of triangle ABC. And question is saying from the midpoint of one side of a triangle, if a line is drawn parallel to the other side, then it will bisect the third side. What is given? D is the midpoint of AB of triangle ABC and D is parallel to BC, then we need to prove E is the midpoint of AC. So given I can write here, in triangle ABC, D is the midpoint of AB. What else is given? D is parallel to BC. What we need to prove? E is the midpoint of AC. Understood the question? This is midpoint converse of midpoint theorem of class 9 maths. If a line is drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to the other side, then this will bisect the third side. See, this mark means AD equal to BD. That means D is the midpoint of BC. And what is given? This line is parallel to this line. What we need to prove? E is the midpoint of AC. That is, we need to prove AE equal to CE. Okay, construction is not needed here. So directly we will go to the proof. In triangle ABC, what we have? D is parallel to BC. Given only. And whenever there is a line segment parallel to one side of a triangle, then comes the Thales Theorem or BPT. What you will get? AD by BD equal to AE by CE by the Thales Theorem or by Basic Proportionality Theorem. Okay. But see what is given? AD equal to BD is given, D is the midpoint of AB is given, means AD equal to BD. So we can write here AD by AD is equal to AE by CE. Since AD equal to BD is given, D is the midpoint of AB means AD equal to BD. So for AD we can write, for BD you can write AD or for AD you can write BD. This will be 1. So 1 equal to AE by CE. What you will get? Therefore AE equal to CE. Therefore E is the midpoint of AC, hence proved. Understood? This is not difficult. D the midpoint of AB given and D parallel BC is given, then E will be the midpoint of BC. That was the converse of midpoint theorem. But now using the basic proportionality theorem, it can be proved easily. Then original midpoint also can be proved, and they have given in number 8. Question number 8 they have given. Okay. In number 8, prove that the line joining the midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side. Now see here. They are saying in a triangle, suppose ABC is a triangle, line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle. See, D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of AC. Then it is given that D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of BC. Then we have to prove D parallel BC. And this was the midpoint theorem original, so important theorem of class 9. We have used so many times. So write briefly given, in triangle ABC, D and E are the midpoints of AB and AC. This was given only. Then to prove, what we have to prove? D is parallel to BC. Okay, construction is not required, so directly prove. See what is given, since D is the midpoint of BC, and what will get? Meaning what? AD equal to BD. What you will get? AD equal to BD. This is the meaning of midpoint, no? AD equal to BD. Divide both sides by AD. This by BD. Divide this side by BD. So this side also by BD. The BD by BD, what you will get? 1. Let it be equation 1. Now, similarly, this is given E is the midpoint of AC. Since E is the midpoint of AC given only, what is the meaning? AE equal to CE. Therefore, what you will get? AE equal to CE. Sorry, AE equal to CE. Now divide both sides by CE. So AE by CE. So this is 1. This is also equation 2. See, from one end to what you will get? From one end to what you will get? AD by BD equal to AE by CE. Now, if a line divides two sides of a triangle in equal ratio, that is AD by BD equal to AE by CE, then it must be parallel to the third side by the converse of BPT. Therefore, what you will get? D parallel BC by converse of BPT. So we have got hence proved. Understood? Question number 9, the very simple sum, you can do it. 10 is very important, and when I will explain you number 10, you can understand number 9 also. So now I am doing number 10. Question number 10 is, let me read the question. If a diagonals of a quadrilateral intersect each other, I wrote such that AO by BO is C. Diagram I will draw. This is given quadrilateral, but we need to prove trapezium, so I am drawing trapezium, and trapezium is also a quadrilateral. It is also given that diagonals are intersecting at O. Diagonals are intersecting at O such that AO by BO equal to CO by DO is given. Then we need to prove this is a trapezium, so that's why we have drawn trapezium. But in the given part, we will not write trapezium. What we will write? Given A, B, C, D is a quadrilateral. Diagonals AC and BD intersect at O such that, this is important part of given, such that AO by BO is equal to CO by DO. We are required to prove that ABCD is a trapezium. ABCD is a trapezium. The construction is needed somewhere. Okay. Draw OE parallel to AB. Okay. Construction. OE parallel AB is drawn. OE parallel AB is drawn. Which cuts BC at E, we should write. Which cuts BC at E. Okay, now proof. See, first what is given? AO by BO equal to CO by DO. Can we alternate it? We can write AO by CO, then this will become BO by DO. This property, if you have done ratio proportion, you can know this property is called alternando. So let it be equation 1. Okay, now see, we have triangle ABC in which OE is parallel to AB. So in triangle ABC, OE is parallel to AB by construction. Okay. Now then Thales theorem will come. What will come? OA by AO by CO. If you write AO by CO, AO by CO, then we will write BE by C. BE by C, this is by BPT, by BPT. Let it be question 2. I am writing here. From 1 and 2, see here. AO by CO is same thing. So from 1 and 2, what we will get? BO by DO equal to what we are getting? B by CE. B by CE. This is given only, and this we have proved. When we'll compare 1 and 2, left hand side are equal, AO by CO equal to A by CO, the right side will be equal. What we have got, let us check it. We have got BO by DO equal to B by C. We have got BO by DO equal to B by C. What is the meaning? This line segment divide the sides this and this, BD and CD of triangle BCD in equal ratio. Then according to the converse of BPT, OE will be parallel to DC. Therefore, you can mention the triangle. Therefore, in triangle BCD, OE parallel DC. Make it properly. OE parallel DC. You must write by the converse of BPT. But what is the construction here? In the construction is OE parallel AB. But OE parallel AB from construction. Now OE parallel DC you have proved. OE parallel AB was there only. So both AB and DC are parallel to same line segment OE. So they will be parallel to itself also. Therefore, AB parallel DC. Okay. In any coordinate, that if one pair of opposite sides are parallel, AB parallel DC, then it will be a trapezium. So therefore, ABCD is a trapezium. So today, very important theorem, the Thales Theorem or the Basic Proportionality Theorem. Their converse proof we have discussed. I have tried to give you easier method and few important sums also. Other sums are easy, can be do yourself. If you have any doubt, you can comment also. In the comment, you can write also. Okay, then in the next class, I will give you next part of this chapter 6. If you subscribe the channel, you will get a notification. So can I request you to please subscribe the channel and keep on comments. Anything is not proper, any drawbacks are here, you are want to some improvement, please keep suggesting me. Senior students also can see now. We have very good students, very qualified students, group senior students, and I hope you can suggest me something so I can make it. I just love teaching, no? So you can suggest me some idea for improvement. We always welcome. Thanks.